Good evening, mon petit, not good morning, not even good afternoon, but good evening. We are starting the vlog quite a bit later than usual today, and I'm looking rather glam because we have a very exciting evening on the cards. I've had one of those days where it's just been quite the admin heavy laptop day. I haven't really moved from the Nancy Myers office. I've just been on my laptop all day. And I finally got myself ready, got myself a little bit glammed up because we are heading into Winchester today, which I'm really, really looking forward to. I actually have an influencer event in Winchester, which excites me so much. There's nothing I love more than doing events in my kind of like local area, and in Hampshire. It is just my favorite. But we are actually heading out tonight to go to the Giggling Squid, which I know I've taken you guys to before. I absolutely adore the Giggling Squid in Winchester. If ever you are visiting Winchester, I would definitely recommend it. Whether you're heading there for lunch or for dinner, I feel like they have a really, really good menu for both. And it's such a beautiful restaurant. Like, inside is decorated so beautifully. It's in the prime spot, just by the little kind of cathedral square. I think it's literally called the Cathedral Square, which in the summertime when the sun is shining, you can just sit outside, enjoy the atmosphere, go for a little stroll through the cathedral afterwards. It is my absolute favourites. We're heading there tonight, and I actually have a tablescaping masterclass at the Giggling Squid tonight, which I cannot even explain how excited I am for. I'm taking my sister G along with me, and we are so looking forward to it tonight. I've just been applying the Charlotte Tilbury. This is actually the Charlotte Tilbury, I believe it's like the hyaluronic acid lip balm or something like that. It's in the shade Pillow Talk, and I love it, particularly if I'm going out for a meal. I really love it if I'm going to be eating, if I'm going to be drinking a lot, because I find that this stays on my lips so much better than most other like lipsticks or balms or even like lip oils or anything like that. The key to application is to kind of dab it on your lips, because I find otherwise it's a little bit heavy and then it's a little bit much. But absolutely loving that for tonight. Gone for rather glam makeup, my favorite little Cezanne earrings. I was debating whether to wear my new ones, but I feel like these just go so well with the gold buttons on the little H&M cardi. But let me show you my full outfit before we head off. Well, I didn't do this intentionally, but if the theme of tonight was black and gold, I would be very on theme right now. I've got a very black and gold heavy outfit tonight. I am not looking the most summery, but we're not really feeling the summeriest today. It has been miserably raining all day today. Thank goodness it looks like the rain is going to hold out for tonight, so we're not going to get soaked heading to the restaurant. But this is the outfit that I am feeling. I'm just not really feeling the summer vibe. So the only kind of summery piece that I have with my outfit is my little YSL basket bag, which, you know, I absolutely adore, particularly for like evening styling, when I just want to take a lot with me. I want to make sure that I've got everything that I need, but I still want to look quite evening appropriate. I've got this little skirt on. This is actually an old skirt from Reformation, which I absolutely love. It's like pure silk, so it's so lightweight, so comfortable. I paired it with my little Chanel slingbacks, which you know I absolutely adore. My H&M cardigan, which honestly I can't believe how many of you guys have been shopping this cardigan. I think we've sold out this cardigan at least 3 times every time I've linked it. I will leave it linked down below in case it is in stock, but don't hold your breath because it keeps going out of stock so quickly. And then the little Cezanne earrings, a little bit of gold and silver jewellery just to spice up the outfit. So I'm gonna get on my merry way because I'm so looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be such a fun evening, learning all about tablescaping with one of my favourite restaurants. Such a delicious cuisine at the Giggling Squid, so let's get going. Well, unfortunately, the rain has not held off, but never mind. We're gonna head straight inside. It's looking absolutely gorgeous in the Giggling Squid. I'm so excited for tonight. So we have just arrived and it is looking beautiful in the Giggling Squid. It's so gorgeous inside. I mean, look at that wallpaper behind me. I just love it. Everyone's getting their snaps, their photos. Honestly, it's just gonna be such a lovely evening. I'm sorry, it's so loud in here, but I think that's going to be the vibe. You know it's going to be a good evening when everyone's already grabbing their drinks and chatting away. It's going to be so much fun. Well, this is exciting me so much. Look at the abundance of flowers we have here to choose from. I am in awe at these dahlias. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. The white one, this purple one. They are just incredible. Oh wow, this is going to be such a fun masterclass. Look at all these blooms, they are just beautiful. filling our bud vases now. We've just been given a little masterclass on creating bud vases and how to create them for a tablescape. And the best piece of advice we've been given is to not overfill your bud vase. It can be so tempting because they're so tiny just to like shove them full of flowers, but actually keeping it a little bit stripped back is the best way forward. So I have chosen this beautiful dahlia. I mean, she was just calling my name. How stunning is that? So I'm going to pair her with some sweet peas, which I absolutely love the way that they've cut the tendrils with the sweet peas, and then we've got this little seed here, which I just love. It looks so interesting. So we've got 2 vases to fill with all of these blooms, and I think it's just going to look absolutely wonderful. What do we think? So we've got the taller one with the dahlia that looks absolutely beautiful, and then I love the little one, and G has gone really wild and wonderful. Oh my goodness, I can't get over how tall this one is. It just looks amazing, and I love the dahlia that you've gone for as well. It looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness me, I love them. You are very much going to have to excuse the way that I look this morning. I am currently just getting myself ready for the morning. It is Friday morning and the sun is shining. I've just checked the weather forecast for the next week actually, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful week, which makes me very, very excited considering the rain that we had yesterday, but it didn't really matter because we were all inside, and it was such a beautiful evening. The Giggling Squid did such an amazing job. I'll have to show you my little posy vases that I've got downstairs because I am displaying them proudly. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I'm trying something new with my hair this morning, which obviously this is not the finished product, but I saw something on TikTok of a girl who was suggesting different ways to kind of get a bit more volume, and she basically, after she did her hair, she did this and then kind of like dried it with the cool setting with the hairdryer. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made any sense, but basically I've given it a bit of a blast with the hairdryer and I'm just kind of leaving it like that, and I'm going to see if it gives us a little bit more volume because my hair is freshly washed this morning, and as much as I love the feeling of freshly washed hair, it's very, very smooth. I have very silky hair. I have very heavy hair actually. It's weird, like it's not necessarily thick, I just have a lot of it and it's very heavy. So especially now that it's getting a little bit longer, I feel like it's just really weighing down, which is why I often get asked questions why I don't grow my hair longer. I find the longer it gets, just the flatter at the top it gets, yet the more triangular at the bottom it gets. So yeah, we're trying out a new hairstyle this morning, and I haven't quite got myself dressed because I actually have some new underwear that I wanted to unbox with you guys from my faves at Sloggy. I absolutely adore Sloggy. If you haven't tried Sloggy underwear before, oh my goodness me, you need to give it a try, because I am someone who cannot wear an underwear. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is, but I just find them so uncomfortable. It feels like a corset. It feels like I'm literally have like boning around my body. Can't do it. I cannot do it. But obviously I want something that's really beautiful. I want something that's really supportive, and I feel like Sloggy fills that gap for me, because I know a lot of underwear that's either more kind of bralette style or like less underwire style can look a bit, I want to say clinical is the right word that I'm probably looking for. It just looks a little bit unsexy. And I have some gorgeous new bits that I wanted to show you. So I thought we could open up what is inside of here together. So I'm really, really excited. And then it means I can actually get dressed for the day and put my new underwear on. And I always love the Sloggy pieces. So what we have in here, we have 2 matching sets, which I am very, very excited about, because I feel like nothing says I've got my bish together like a matchy set. So let me show you the little panties first, because they are very, very cute. They're great ones if you want no VPL. Especially when I'm wearing like skirts, like the skirt that I was wearing yesterday, you need a no VPL pair of pants, and I cannot do it. Just can't do it. So I like a pair of pants like this. It's just like really lightweight, that's gonna show absolutely no visible panty line underneath. If ever you're wondering what VPL means, it's visible panty line. So no VPL means that there is no visible panty line. You're not going to get that like mark on your bottom, and it's just going to look really lovely and seamless. So I love those pants. And then the bra is like a really, really lovely supportive bra. Now I don't like anything way too fancy. I just like it to be really lovely. I like it to be supportive, and I like it to be, again, kind of like my pants. I don't really want you to see anything under there. So this is the matching bra, which I love, because you've got the cups, which just is really lovely and soft. And as you can see, there is no underwire underneath that, but you've got the little hook at the back, so it's just super easy to get on and off. It's not like one that you've got to chuck over your head, which again kind of feels like you're wearing like a nursing bra or something. Like, it doesn't feel sexy, and I'm not like the person that wants to feel like the sexiest in my underwear. I just want to feel nice and supportive. I want to feel nice and grown up without having to kill my ribs by wearing an underwear. So I love those. And then I also have a matching set in the black, which I absolutely adore. Now this pair is actually more of like a short pair, which I think is really, really lovely. So again, absolutely no VPL. So if you maybe feel a little bit too exposed, especially with something like a slip skirt, something very slinky, I feel like these shorts would be the perfect thing for you. It's also great in the summer because it means no chub rub, which is absolutely amazing. So I love that bottom pair. And then the matching bra as well is absolutely gorgeous. Again, it has the same kind of like padding to it, which it doesn't look like. No, the padding does come out, so when you wash it you can take them out and just put the pads back in, then it just means you get really lovely shape. So I just wanted to show you my new little bits from Sloggy. A bit of an underwear haul, which is not the usual kind of haul that we do around here, but also probably not your usual underwear haul full of thongs and itty bitty lacy pieces. I like my underwear to be practical and sensible, yet still make me feel amazing, and also kind of feel like you're not really wearing anything underneath, and there's nothing better than a matchy set. So I am going to get myself dressed properly for the day in my new little Sloggy pieces. So what do we think of the hair? I feel like it is giving a little bit more volume. I don't know if it's really going to stay throughout the day, but it's not as if it's something that is hugely difficult to do or like time consuming. Literally 2 seconds with the hairdryer just to give it a quick blast dry after I've straightened it, chuck it up in the claw clip and just leave it there for like 10 minutes. And it's actually kind of handy to keep my hair off my face when I'm like getting my jewellery on, getting myself ready for the day. So I think that might be a technique that I try again. But I just wanted to show you how the bud vases are looking. I've got them pride of place on our little dining room table right now, and I just can't get over the dahlias. They are just absolutely beautiful. So they were so kind to send us away with these bud vases, posy vases, whatever you want to call them. I'm not entirely sure where they're from. They're so easy to pick up from places like Amazon. They are so affordable and just make such an amazing arrangement. And I really like it when you've got loads of different ones. So I really like this one. It almost looks like a sweetie. I think it's so cute. And then this almost looks to me, did anyone else use Bunsen burners at secondary school? That's what that reminds me of. But they're so pretty, and I just love the way that they showed us how you can literally create your own individual posy vase, your individual bud vase, but put them all together and they look so seamless. They looked so cohesive, even though everyone had done their own display, had chosen how wild and wonderful to go, or how kind of like, what's the word, like neat they wanted to go, but put them all together and they just looked absolutely beautiful. I think it really helps when you stick to the same kind of like colorway, you stick to the same florals. All of these flowers had come from a local flower farm, which apparently is completely organic, doesn't use any pesticides or anything like that, and she only grows seasonal florals. So obviously at this time of year, you've got things like sweet peas, you've got things like dahlias, but obviously at different seasons, you'll have completely different flowers. I just think it's so, so lovely. And honestly, this dahlia, can we just appreciate the layers on her? She is absolutely stunning. So I'm hoping that these are going to stay looking beautiful for a really, really long time. Although I don't think this little bud is going to come out. I've heard that actually when you cut a dahlia, they don't carry on blooming. It's not like a rose or anything like that. Like they don't keep opening. So that's a little bit of a shame because it would have been so beautiful to have seen her bloom, but we still have this absolute beauty as well. They are so, so gorgeous, and I love how they look paired with the sweet peas and the little seed pods. I think is so interesting. But I wanted to let you know, because I opened up the goodie bag and saw that we actually have a discount code for the table stylist, who was the lovely lady that took us on the course yesterday, or did the tablescaping masterclass yesterday. Lucy was absolutely incredible, so knowledgeable, and she's got her own website full of gorgeous pieces, whether that's like the candles, candelabras, or anything like that, or just like beautiful hosting bits. And you know how much I love having my hosting cupboard. So if you use the code VIP15, you'll be able to get 15% off her website. I'll leave it linked down below. So I just wanted to show you that, because I was so, so happy with how my personal little bud vases turned out, but also the entire tablescape was just absolutely incredible. And last night was so much fun, so much delicious food, and you know how much I love my tablescaping, and you know how much I love my florals. Today has just been the loveliest day. I've been filming some reels today, and I've had all the windows and doors open just to circulate the lovely summer breeze around the house. I don't know about you, but I always find a day after rain, especially when it's just been like raining and a little bit like muggy all day, it feels very stuffy in the house. Like the air just feels very still. It feels a little bit stale, and I love a day after a little bit of rain just to get all the windows and doors open and just let that fresh air circulate around the house. I love in summertime being able to like circulate fresh air. I love being able to like circulate my fragrances as well, and I actually have a couple of new deliveries that I wanted to unbox with you from my favorites at Molton Brown. Whenever it comes to home fragrances, perfumes, you know how much I adore Molton Brown. Their candles are just to die for, but I've never actually tried their reed diffusers before, and I've had amazing things about their reed diffusers. I love filling my scent with lovely smells. There's nothing I love better than someone walking into my home and saying it smells amazing. I feel like that's the biggest compliment that someone can ever give. And I realized actually, as I've been doing a little bit of work in my dressing room and kind of reorganizing it a bit, as I've been doing my mood board, I realized I don't have a reed diffuser in here. So I wanted to add one of my favorites from Molton Brown. Now this is actually the Delicious Rhubarb and Rose scent, and it's a really lovely, lightweight, summery scent. It's quite feminine, and I thought it'd be so perfect in this room. I also love the fact that obviously the kind of colorway for it is pink, so I thought it would work perfectly in my pink dressing room, my girly dressing room of dreams. I'm excited to see what the actual reed diffuser looks like, because as I said, I've never actually shopped them before. I quite like the fact that the reeds are like a dark brown rather than like the traditional black. They usually are like a really dark black color, or they're usually just like a plain wood. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. That is a reed diffuser that you are not going to go through quickly. That is absolutely huge. I love the fact that that's completely like colorless. That is completely almost brandless. You can only just about see the Molton Brown in there, and I absolutely adore this scent. I'm gonna need to get the cork off. I cannot wait to give it. Oh, I can smell a little bit of it through the cork. That is beautiful. It's just so sweet in like a really lovely like floral, almost sugary way, but I don't mean that in like a sickly way. It's so stunning. If you can, you need to go and give this a sniff, because it is absolutely beautiful. And I'm thinking on my shelves behind me it would be a perfect addition into this room, just to fill it with the lovely scent, just being hit with like a beautiful aroma. And I love being able to give my rooms different personalities, not only with colorways, not only with styles, but also with their fragrances. Like there are certain rooms I feel like really suit a masculine fragrance, but I knew this room it would have to be really light, really fruity, really floral, very feminine. So I'm really excited to get that out. And then I also have a new perfume to unbox with you, which is another one of my favorite scents from Molton Brown, and this is the scent of the summer. I'm just going to say it now. It's the scent of the summer. It's so perfect for this time of year if you want something really fresh and lightweight. It's a unisex fragrance as well, which I really like that Molton Brown does. Technically, all of their fragrances are unisex, but I feel like some of them feel more unisex than others, if that makes sense. So this one I think is one that I am definitely going to have a bit of a battle on my hands with Alexander James, because I know he is going to absolutely adore this, but I love the colorway of the top one. So this is the Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel, and I tried this initially in a candle and a soap. I think was the first time that I tried this scent from Molton Brown, and just fell in love with it. It's a really beautiful summery fragrance. This to me just honestly feels like you've gone on holiday to like Cornwall. You're on like a cliff edge in a beautiful house. You're just looking out and seeing like the waves crashing. That is what this smell is to me. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's more of like an evening scent as well, despite the fact that it is obviously very summery. It's still got that richness to it, which I absolutely adore. Alex is seriously going to fight me for this fragrance because this is so gorgeous. So I got the Eau de Parfum because I feel like that just has a little bit more richness to it. The Eau de Toilette, it's a little bit more lightweight. I don't find it lasts quite as long, whereas the Eau de Parfum I find is just so beautiful. And every time I wear Molton Brown fragrances, I always find they are my most complimented fragrances. Everyone just absolutely adores them. So I'm so excited to unbox this and add this into my collection because I feel like it's going to be all I want to wear throughout the rest of the summer. So I've just popped the Reed diffuser up and I am so in love with how, like, not ostentatious it is. Is that even like a phrase? How subtle it is on my shelves. I feel like it's just the perfect kind of minimal branding. I really love the Reeds, actually. I think they're really, really lovely. This kind of like dark oaky brown colour. And I just absolutely adore how it looks. I feel like it fills this space so, so perfectly. And let me tell you, it's already filling the room with the most gorgeous fragrance. When it comes to my shelves, I like them to stay fairly minimal. Obviously I do have like a few bags on there, but I don't really like to clutter them up too much, so I quite like the fact that it doesn't really look too cluttered. So I've just paired it with my little ballerina, which this was actually a little gift from my granny, so this is like a vintage piece which I absolutely adore. And then I love the fact that she is placed in front of my ballerina print. You won't believe that this print is actually from HomeSense. I absolutely love it. I think she's so gorgeous. I love the frame that it came with as well, and I love the like dark background. I think it's so, so beautiful and really sits a pride of place on my shelves. So the perfect little addition onto my shelves. I honestly can't even tell you how much it's already filling the room with scent. I'm just going to start out with 3 Reeds. That's the best advice that I would give, because you don't want to overwhelm the room with scent, because obviously the Reeds will immediately, when they're completely dry, soak up all of the oil, so you'll get a lot of scent very, very quickly. So I'd say for like the first few days, just stick with 3 Reeds, and then when you start to not smell it, add a couple more in, add a couple more in, and then obviously you can just rotate them as and when you need, when you just want a little bit more of like a hit of freshness and a little bit more of a hit of the scent. But oh my word, I'm so in love with this. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. I feel like the perfect addition in this room. I can completely understand why they call this fragrance Delicious Rhubarb and Rose, because it really is a yummy scent. I know that sounds so silly to say, but that is the only way that I can describe this fragrance. It is so yummy. It is so delicious. A little bit fresh, a little bit floral, but the bottom note is just absolutely delicious. I don't even know how else to explain it, and it's just so lovely. Having the windows open, letting the air circulate around and letting the fragrance just fill the room. I can't wait actually to come and take my makeup off at the end of the day, and you know when you've not smelled it for a while and then you just get hit with that wall of fragrance. Oh, I can't wait to come upstairs and get my makeup off later tonight. But I actually think I'm going to head downstairs and spend the rest of the afternoon out in the garden. It's a lovely sunny day, which means emails are quite quiet. I feel like everyone is out enjoying the sunshine, seeing as though we've not been able to make the most of being out in the garden this summer. So over the next few days, you know that's all I'm going to do is be outside in the garden, pottering about, sorting out my plants, sorting out my herbs, and just getting some vitamin D. So I'm going to head downstairs and enjoy a lovely Friday afternoon in the sunshine. Happy Monday, Mon Petit, and good morning from a very, very happy girl this morning. I could not have started my day in a better way. In fact, I couldn't have started my week in a better way. At the club, having a lovely swim in the sunshine. It is just my favourite thing to do first thing in the morning on a lovely, sunny, warm day. Just getting a few laps in, moving my body. I feel like water is such a great, like very therapeutic thing. So to be able to like get exercise in with water, I think is so, so lovely. And of course, soaking up a little bit of vitamin D, enjoying a little bit of sunshine. We actually have a bit of a heat wave here in the UK at the moment, which is very, very exciting because it feels like summer has finally arrived. We've been waiting for this moment for so long, and it feels like it is finally here and we can finally enjoy it with a good few days of warm weather. In fact, I would actually say that it started a few days ago. I'd say Friday was the first day of like lovely warm weather that we had, hence why I spent the rest of the afternoon outside in the garden. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I basically didn't move from that spot, just pottering about in the garden. We had the loveliest weekend outside, enjoying the sunshine. In fact, it has literally felt like this weekend we've been on holiday. It's been gorgeous, like beautifully sunny, really lovely warm weather. We ended up going to my sister G's on Saturday night for a lovely barbecue. It was absolutely delicious. And then on Sunday, we actually drove down to the beach, which is so close to us. This is what I love about being in the New Forest, is just how many gorgeous like coastal and beach walks there are. So we went to Calshot Beach and it's absolutely gorgeous. A little pebble beach, so just had a walk along. I was gonna say the sand, but it's not sand, the pebbles, had a little ice cream and just dipped our toes in the water. It was absolutely glorious. Although I'm not going to lie to you, I have been very heavily relying on something to save me this morning. Shout out to the Garnier Ombre After Sun Soothing Hydrating Lotion, because your girl got burnt. I am so cross at myself because I'm normally so careful when it comes to burning. And yes, I was of course wearing sun cream the entirety of the weekend, but I just think my legs aren't used to it. Yes, you heard me, my legs got burnt. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them actually, or if it's even going to come up on camera, but my poor little knees are very pink at the moment. So I've got shorts on again today, just to like let them breathe, let them get a bit of air, and I am just dousing them in After Sun at the moment just to try and like help them recover. I think it is just the fact that I don't really wear mini skirts, mini dresses or shorts a huge amount, but I've been wearing, let me show you actually the gorgeous little French Connection shorts, which I absolutely love. They've got like an elasticated waist and they are so comfy, just like a little linen pet. Let me pull myself back in there. So perfect with like a lovely loose shirt or even just like little tees underneath. They are just so comfortable and the perfect thing to wear during the heat wave. I will leave them linked down below if you do need to get yourself a new pair of shorts, because I feel like anything that's not elasticated and anything that's not linen is not welcome here in the heat wave. But yeah, I'm really cross at myself for burning my legs, and I kind of feel like I'm being trolled by Pixie because this actually arrived this morning and I thought that is the most ironic delivery I could have ever received, because this is their After Sun collection, which is kind of hilarious because I very much need that right now. But I thought I would show you what is in the box because they've been very kind to send over this lovely PR delivery. They've actually sent a bucket hat, which is kind of hilarious. I'm not the biggest bucket hat girl. I do have one in my collection, but to tell you the truth, every time I go to wear it, I feel like I'm just not cool enough and I chicken out. One of these days I need to actually convince myself to wear it, but this would be actually such a cute little gardening hat, this gorgeous little green color. I love the style of it, and it's got the little Pixie logo on there, which is so fun. And then they've actually sent over the lovely After Sun collection. So we have some sheet masks here, which honestly, as I said, I feel like I'm being trolled. I feel like I need to put these on my legs in these sheet masks. We have aloe vera, cucumber and chamomile, which sounds so soothing and so dreamy. So I'm really excited to give those a go. And then we also have something here which I've not actually heard before. This is the EOD cleansing oil. This plant-based cleansing oil effectively removes makeup and sun cream whilst it nourishes and soothes the skin. That's really cool. So it's literally designed to remove your sun cream. That's amazing. See, the amount of times I'm not even wearing like makeup properly, but I still need to do some kind of like cleanser, and then I still need to like wash my face. Perfect for everyday use for all skin types. That is absolutely incredible. I might have to give that a go tonight because that sounds so soothing, especially, you know, when you've just been outside and you just want to have like a really nice cold shower just to kind of like wash away the day. That is how I'm probably going to feel by the end of today, but I'm so excited for the warmer weather. I also have some new bits that I wanted to show you today that I'm really excited about from my faves at Phase 8. That is a tongue twister and a half. Try to say that 6 times before you've even downed your morning coffee. But I have some new earrings that I wanted to show you first, which I am so loving. My fun earrings at the moment. You guys know I have an obsession with fun earrings, especially on days like today when I just am not really making an effort. I find on heat waves, the last thing I want to think about is my jewellery, particularly rings, bracelets, necklaces, like anything that kind of feels sticky. But I love wearing earrings, even in warm weather, because I just feel like earrings can elevate any outfit. And when I saw these, I just fell in love. So they're these gorgeous little flowers. I think they might potentially be lilies, or maybe they're cosmos. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know if you know what kind of flower this is, because I feel like you guys, you always know. You always know. So I'm going to pop these in because I just think these are going to be so perfect with my hair today, considering that I've just done, oh, let me just see if I can find my hole. Does anyone else, this is going to sound so weird, does anyone else have wonky holes? When I got my ears pierced when I was younger, I feel like they did not do a very good job of actually putting it in straight, and I often struggle, there we go, often struggle like finding the hole, which sounds so dodgy, but oh, wow. Those are so fun. Is that not like a heatwave earring? Is that not actually a holiday earring? If you have a holiday booked, I definitely think this would be perfect to take away with you, especially because I don't know about you, but when I'm on holiday, it's just like something that can really like elevate my outfit that I feel like I don't need to make a huge amount of effort, but it looks like I've made a huge amount of effort with, and I feel like these earrings do exactly that. How fun are these? Oh my goodness me. I just love the fact that they're not like dangly. Like obviously the actual stud is kind of attached to one of the petals, which I just think is so fun. And these to me just scream holiday earrings. Heatwave in the UK earrings, or going abroad, maybe to Ibiza or Rhodes or like somewhere beautifully hot and sunny, I feel like these would be such a perfect addition. Oh my word. And I didn't realize that Phase 8 actually did earrings, so I'm definitely going to have to keep a closer eye out on their accessories page because these are gorgeous and so lightweight. Actually, it's something that's really important to me when it comes to my earrings. I don't like anything too heavy. I don't like anything that's gonna like pull my earlobes down. I'm always terrified of like a saggy earlobe, like, you know, when your hole starts to get bigger. I feel like we're talking too much about holes today. I'm just going to move on and tell you that I love these earrings. These are a gorgeous new addition, and you can expect to see me wearing these an awful lot. So let me show you what else I've been picking up from Phase 8 because I'm so in love with these pieces. So let's jump straight into it because we have quite a few pieces to go through, starting with something that I feel like you can tell I'm a big fan of. This summer particularly, I've been loving my loose, lightweight linen or cotton shirts. I just absolutely love how easy they are to style. I love how effortless they are. And if there was one colorway that I felt was really missing from my wardrobe, it was a gorgeous little pink striped number one. I saw this from Phase 8, I just had to pick it up. Now, what size did I actually pick this up in? Because it looks rather large. I got this in a 14. Maybe don't size up, maybe go for your usual size, depending on how oversized or how baggy you want it to look. I do love a baggy look, but I feel like this is going to be very oversized and very baggy, but I still think it could look quite cute. I feel like this is giving me Elizabeth James from the Parent Trap vibes. Just very effortless, very cool, the perfect thing just to sling on, but still looks like you put thought into your outfit and still makes you look pulled together. You know what, actually, even though it is quite oversized, I would say looking at this, it doesn't look too oversized to me. It doesn't look like I'm being swamped in material. Oh my goodness, can you see the pink on my legs? I feel like the pink of the shirt is just bringing out the sunburn on my legs. Oh, that is honestly just horrendous. I deserve the biggest slap on my wrist, Ellie. That is honestly unacceptable. You cannot allow yourself to do this again. I don't think I've burnt in years as well. And I can't believe I did that this weekend. Just so typical, but let's ignore the pink on my legs and instead focus on the pink on my top half. I've just worn it with the same shorts that I've got on. I quite like wearing these shorts with the shirts untucked. Like, you can tuck them in if you want to, but I quite like this undone, very Elizabeth James vibe. Again, it works really well with like linen trousers, gorgeous little tapered trousers, and it's the kind of thing I can definitely picture myself wearing throughout August and September. Actually, I do think pink is a colour that I love wearing well into autumn. I think it's so versatile. So I would say you could go for your usual size. As you can see, it is still quite oversized, but if you just want that like undone, really casual, very Nancy Myers-esque vibe, then maybe go up a size, but it's definitely a shirt to invest in, to add into your wardrobe for the end of summer, early autumn. This is a skirt that I just fell in love with as soon as I saw this on Phase 8. I just had to pick it up because I have been on the hunt for like a beautiful evening wear skirt for the summertime. You know, we've been really working on our evening wear wardrobe recently, and this skirt I think is going to slot in beautifully. I don't know how I would describe the colour. I would either say it's like a really light champagne or a really warm silver. It's like somewhere in between. I feel like in different lights it's going to catch beautifully. On the website it looked a little bit lighter actually, but I love the colour that it looks. I feel like this is so evening-esque, and I do have some slip skirts that I would say I probably wear more during the day, so it's quite nice to have a couple that are maybe like designated to more evening skirts. In fact, this would have been beautiful for the table scaping class. This would match the colour scheme perfectly. I love the fact that it's got this kind of like bias cut. I find that very flattering, and I just think this is going to be such an easy one to wear, the kind of skirt I keep in my wardrobe for literally ever. In fact, this would also make a gorgeous holiday piece paired with the earrings. This would just be stunning. You are not ready. You are not ready for this skirt. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Oh wow, it could not be more gorgeous. I mean, look at the movement on that. Now, I went for a 14 because I wanted it to sit a little bit lower. I usually go quite high-waisted with my skirts, but I felt like this one would work really well, sitting a bit more on my hips. I feel like it's the first time I've ever said that. Am I turning Gen Z? Who do I think I am? But it's like a really lovely, just kind of sits right on my hips, and it works perfectly with a top like this. I feel like any kind of like shirt, just like loose, easy tops just go so beautifully with this. And I just love the detailing, the like lines that run across to create that like bias hem. I think is just gorgeous. The colorway is stunning, and it's a really comfortable fit as well, like a really comfy kind of silhouette, which I really love. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that this turned out as beautifully as I was expecting. I think it's going to be one that I get so much wear out of. It is just absolutely stunning. Now this next dress, I'm not going to lie, is a bit of a wild card. I am not normally a bold print, bold pattern kind of a gal, but I saw this on Phase 8 and just fell in love, so I'm going to need your opinions. Wait until we've done the try on and I style it up and we can see how it looks on, because off I think it's really cute, but I'm going to be interested to see whether it overwhelms me a little bit. It's something I do struggle with being a petite girl. I do find that sometimes I can get very overwhelmed in patterns and prints, especially like big floral prints, but I just think especially for the end of summer this was going to be so gorgeous. So the print runs down the entirety of the dress. It's a really lovely shirt dress with this kind of like cropped detail sleeve. It's almost got this like bat wing sleeve, which I thought was really cool. It kind of makes it almost kimono-esque, but not. It's like in a very Western style, but I loved the oversized collar. I thought that was really gorgeous, and I think this would be beautiful if you do work in an office, if you're always looking for like lightweight summery office attire and like workwear. This could be absolutely gorgeous, but let me know, what do you think of it? Okay, it is judgment time. What do we think of the dress? I kind of love it, but I don't know if there's just something about it that's making me not like jump at it. I think it's the sleeves. I feel like the sleeves are quite a lot. I kind of wish they'd done them maybe short sleeved. I'm not sure. The print is beautiful though. I love this like almost like floral meadow. I think is stunning. I love the colorway. The material is really lovely and lightweight. The shape of it holds so beautifully, and the kind of like structure is just gorgeous. But there's just something about it that I'm like, I feel like there's just something. I'm not quite sure what it is. So let me know, what do you think about this dress? I'm really undecided about it. Is this a keep? Do we go for the wild card? Do we go for something a little bit different? Or do I play it safe and remind myself why I play it safe and why I stick to a particular color palette, particular colors and patterns that I usually go for? Let a girl know. Help a girl out. Do we keep or do we return? Comment down below. Now, despite the fact that it is Heatwave week here in the UK, I have autumn on my mind. I feel like a lot of brands are starting to release new in autumn pieces, and I want to get ahead of the curve. I want to add some gorgeous bits in my wardrobe that I'm going to wear so much throughout the cooler months. So first up, we have this gorgeous little knitted piece, and you know how much I'm loving my little knitted tops this year. Even throughout summer, like in June and July, I've been wearing these knitted tops so much. So I'm really excited to kind of continue that trend into my autumn winter wardrobe. When I saw this, I just fell in love. It's a really interesting colorway. It's almost like this really dark like mauvey purple. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up properly, but it's not black, it's not brown, it's like a really mauvey color, like a really dark aubergine, which I think is really interesting. I think it's going to go really well with like blue jeans or maybe like white linen trousers for when we're kind of like just starting to transition into our autumn wardrobe. That's something I find really important, is transitional pieces, items that you can wear now that you can style up. Probably actually I could wear them with these shorts. That might be really cute. Pieces that I can wear with more summery items for now, but then I can transition into autumn winter and just switch up like accessories, switch up specific pieces, and then it makes it a much more seasonally appropriate outfit. So I thought this was a really cute top to add into my wardrobe, and I can imagine I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this over the coming months. Now this is cute. This is very cute. I've just popped it on with the shorts, as I said, and I do actually really like how it looks. It is thick, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm already getting warm as I'm wearing this today, but I feel like on a day where it's a little bit overcast and a little bit cloudy, but you still want to bring in those summer vibes, this could be such a cute outfit. And as I say, this is definitely the kind of piece that you can last well into your wardrobe for September, even October, November time. You could even do that top button up if you wanted a little bit of extra warmth, but I quite like it when it's a little bit more undone and a little bit cash. I think it's really cute. But I love the like strip that runs down the front, the like bright white compared to that aubergine color. I just think it's so beautiful. It's a little bit more subtle than a black. Like I feel like it's a little bit more relaxed, which I really like because it makes it a bit more day appropriate. And I feel like this would be such a gorgeous workwear piece as well. So definitely a very versatile little knit top and something that I think is going to work really hard in my wardrobe. Lastly, there is one thing you know I have been obsessed with this summer, and I just had to add it in to my autumn winter wardrobe, and that is a waistcoat. I have just been absolutely adoring the waistcoat trend. It took me such a long time to jump on the bandwagon, but now that I'm here, I am going nowhere. And I want to make sure that I have items for each season, for each eventuality. And when I saw this one on Phase 8, I just fell in love. They actually do this as a set, so I'll leave the trousers linked down below if you do want to go for a matchy set, but they didn't do them in petite. So I figured there was no point in even trying the trousers. There's no way that they are going to fit me, but I thought the waistcoat could be really cute, and actually paired with like cream trousers, black trousers, I thought this could be really, really lovely. So it's like a very like kind of thick wool, very much feels more autumn winter appropriate than the other two waistcoats that I have in my wardrobe. It's what I think makes it perfect for transitioning over the next couple of months. And I just love the colorway. This taupey color is unlike anything else that I have in my wardrobe, so I thought this was such a gorgeous addition. Now this little waistcoat unfortunately is going to have to go back because I don't know if you can see, but I'm holding material at the back here. Now I picked this up in a 14, which I usually am at Phase 8. I'm between a 12 and a 14, and I find with a lot of waistcoats, because there's not a lot of stretch or give, I tend to go up a size. Well, this one is huge. Absolutely huge, and it's a shame because it's a really, really cute one. I would actually say I could go maybe even down to a 10 in this. There is so much material behind me. I do think this would look really cute as a set as well. So I would recommend picking it up, but just be wary of size. You definitely don't need to size up in this. Go for your usual size, if not maybe even a size down. But I do think it's going to make such a cute waistcoat for autumn, winter. I think it's a really, really gorgeous piece. Well, I am very glad that I did that haul early this morning because it's a few hours later, and my goodness me, is it hotting up. It is getting so warm. I've just come outside because I need to do a little bit of a spinach harvest, because as you can see, it is wilting a little bit. My spinach has just been growing absolutely amazingly. We did have a little bit of a slug attack. I don't know if you can see. A couple managed to get into my veg truck, so I put down some eggshells, which will hopefully help with regards to the slugs getting in. I did have to close, actually, literally close the cold frame for a couple of days during the wetter weather because it just wasn't worth the risk, to be perfectly honest. But I do need to give this all a really good water this evening. I'm not going to do it now because it's definitely too hot during the day. It's much better to do it this evening, but I'm going to give my spinach a little harvest because it is looking absolutely incredible, and there's nothing I love more than my fresh baby spinach. It honestly just tastes so sweet, so I can give this a good old wash and take it inside. Well, that is a good looking spinach harvest, if you ask me. Not the biggest harvest in the world. They're definitely not the biggest spinach leaves that we have had so far in the cold frame, but the perfect amount to last me for the next couple of days. It's just what I love about doing my own veg and my own produce, is just having enough for if and when I need it, for the exact moments that I need it. So this will just do me over for a couple of days. And it's quite nice sometimes just to do it in advance and just kind of like get it all done, so that I can have them and literally just take them out of the fridge. It is my absolute favourite thing in the world, and I can't tell you how sweet the spinach is. It just tastes so much better than shop bought spinach. So just give them a little wash, make sure there's no beasties or anything on there. I do like to give them like individual leaves a good wash, and make sure to give them a really, really good clean, and then I just pop them out onto my tea towel and let them air dry. I find that letting them air dry actually makes them last a little bit longer. They stay a bit more fresh in the fridge, so that is one piece of advice that I would give. I also wanted to show you how my sweet peas are looking. I did a really big harvest of sweet peas over the weekend, and I can't tell you how much they're just filling the kitchen with the most gorgeous scent. They started curling a little bit, which actually I'm not mad about, because it means that they just create the most beautiful arrangement in the vase. I love this vase from Dartington. It's just this beautiful like smoky effect crystal vase, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So we've got so many colours in here, lots of pinks, reds, like some really light colours, some purples, a bit more lavender. I just love all the colours that you get from the sweet peas, and the scents are just beautiful. Let me just pop this over a little bit. So I feel like it's just the perfect addition on this little table. I love this as like a decorative piece. I normally have faux flowers here, but there's nothing better than bringing in a real bouquet. My little slice of limewood. This is what I like to call this area in the kitchen, our little kind of like breakfast nook, or like little reading nook. I just love being able to fill this with real bloom, so I couldn't be happier with the sweet peas that I brought in from the garden. So whilst those are drying, I think I might actually pop outside for a little bit, get a little bit of reading in for an hour or so, just whilst the sun is shining. I am going to put the parasol up though, because I do need to protect my legs from the sun. But I am just starting the Parasecret, which I'm really, really excited to read. And actually, I'm going to make myself a lovely mojito. non-alcoholic mojito. I picked this up at M&S at the weekend and it sounds amazing. You know how much I love my like lovely, refreshing, cooling drinks, especially like of an afternoon. I don't always like doing an iced coffee, especially after about 2-3 o'clock. So I like to do either kind of like a mojito or like some kind of non-alcoholic cocktail. And this is a pre-mixed one, which really excited me. So it says delicious over ice, alcohol-free lime and mint mojito. You can actually just add rum if you do want to make it into a cocktail, but I'm gonna enjoy a lovely non-alcoholic version outside in the garden. This is literally my happy place. I feel like I'm living on holiday. I feel like I'm living my dream life, but just sitting out here in the garden, I could not be